Okay, so this is 5, yeah? And then how big is this guy? 20. So this guy's been cut into 20 little chunks, right? So I got 5 rows of 20, which equaled 100. Cool? And then this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4 to get 20. Then we add them. Yeah? Easy peasy lemon squeeze. You've all seen this before. What? This one, you mean? Of course it does. Because this is a row of 20, and then there's another row of 20, and another row of 20, and another row of 20. Or it's one row of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 20 rows of 5. Cool? Okay. So this diagram shows us that this side of the diagram is 5 times 20, isn't it? Right? And this side of the diagram is 5 times 4, isn't it? 5 times 20 is 100. 5 times 4 is 20. Right? And what math would we use to put these two rectangles together? Addition, I heard someone say it, to get 120. All right? This is what we call the distributive property. What does the word distribute mean? To give out. Doesn't have to be even. If I had $100, I could give you 99 and split the last dollar between the other 20 people in the room.
Yeah.
Distribute means give out, yes? Okay. So, please notice what I have here. You guys were all aware up here that it was 5 times this, yeah? And you can see right here that that 5 is with both of the other two numbers, yes? So what has happened is this. 5 times 20 plus 4 gave us 5 times 20, because the 5 went with the 20, it multiplied by 20. And what else did 5 multiply by? 4. Now you guys may have seen this written this way. To remind you that it's 5 times 20 plus 5 times 4. Has anybody seen that red construction before? You may have had a teacher call it something horrible. Flying arrows.
Nope.
You may have had a teacher call it that, which of course makes me extraordinarily angry, because it is not called that. What is it called? The distributive property. That would be like me calling Omar Zachariah. That's not his name. Okay? Now you guys are smart kids. This is all constants, right? Right? So we know what to do, right? What is the difference when we add variables in what we do?
That there's an unknown number.
There's an unknown number, but do we do anything differently?
No.
No. What changes? The way we write it down. Right? So let's look at this next thing. We're always going to start with tiles because it is easy to explain. What does this mean in English? First of all, if it was 2 and a constant, what would that mean?
Multiplying.
It would mean multiplying. And how would you multiply that? 2 times 4, which would be 2 groups of 4, yes? So this, 2 times 4, is 2 groups of 4, isn't it? Okay, so now what do we have? We have 2 times 4x. So what must that be? 2 groups of what? 4x. Can we draw 4x?
No.
Yes, we can. What does 1x look like?
Rectangle.
What would 4 of them look like?
4 rectangles. Rectangle.
Is that so, James?
Is that a group of 4 x's?
Yes.
But I don't need one group. How many groups do I need?
4. You're going 2.
2.
So there's 8 rectangles.
We're in a classroom, we don't do yell.
Now, 8 rectangles doesn't mean a thing in math class, does it? Because we do not use rectangles. We do not say rectangle squared plus 7 equals 12. What do we use? Variables. So what is this in math class? 8x. Now you guys are smart kids. Can you see the symbolic shortcut from 2 times 4x to our answer? What is it? The constants do their business and the variable just tags along. Everybody got it? All right. So this is one multiplication, correct? Which means it has one distribution, correct? Because I distributed that 2 to one monomial, didn't I? How many distributions did I have to do up here? 2. How many distributions do you think I need to do here? 3. But we're going to draw it first. So what does this mean in English? 3 groups. And each group looks like what? 2b squared minus 2b plus 1. And I need 3 of them, yes? So again, we are actually going to draw them all, but just this once. 2b squared, yes? How do I draw minus 2b? 2 colored in bars. And how do I draw 1? 1 square. And how many of those do I need? 3. No, copy and paste doesn't work. It messes things up. I don't think it will work. See, I told you. Thanks, James.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. 1, 2, 3, right? And what is our answer?
6 of those big squares.
6 what?
Negative.
B squared. Now what? Minus 6 b's plus 3. Can everybody multiply with tiles?
Yeah.
Great. Show me twice so we never have to do it again. This means what? How many groups? 3 groups of what?
4.
So I had 4 p's, and we're going to cheat this time. 4 p's and 3 of these guys, yeah? And then I need 3 groups of them. So I need 4 more, and I need 4 more, correct? And I need 3 more of these guys, and I need 3 more of these guys. What does that give me as a total? How many bars?
12.
12p. How many little guys? Negative 9. Right? What does this mean?
12
We're doing B now.
Okay. 2 groups of S.
So, yeah, so I draw the polynomial first. I need one negative big guy, one positive S, and I need 3 little guys. And how many groups of them do I need? 2. There's one group, so I need a second group. 1, 1, and 3 more little guys, for a total of what? Negative 2s squared, because they're colored, and positive 2 s's, because they're white, and
6 little.
positive 6 little guys, because they're white. Got it?
Yeah.
Can everybody do it with tiles?
Yes.
Can we never use the tiles again?
Yes.
Excellent. Maddie? No. I don't care.
Roasted.
Now, we're never going to use the tiles again.
Why?
Because you only need to use them if you want to.
Okay.
Use the distributive property. What does that mean? You're going to give something out to everybody. What in this case is being given out? The negative 5. Now, if you're not so hot at this, you might want to draw it. So, negative 5, rewrite it. 4e squared minus 5e plus 3. Draw an arrow, write an answer. 5 distributes to 4. What math is this?
Multiply.
Great. What's 5 times 4, Omar?
Negative 20.
Negative 20 e squared. Because there's a negative here. So everything in here is going to change signs, isn't it? Next, draw an arrow, write an answer. Negative 5 times negative 5 is what?
25.
Positive 25e.
Oh, yeah.
And then I draw a third arrow. Negative 5 times positive 3 is
Negative 15.
negative 15. Can it get any easier?
Yeah.
No. You could also do it this way. Negative 5 times 4e squared. Negative 5 times negative 5e. And negative 5 times positive 3 to get your 3 answers. Negative 20e squared, positive 25e, and negative 15. And then you would rewrite it. Is there anybody that doesn't see how it works?
No.
It's easy, isn't it? It's exactly what you already know how to do. Can you all multiply? Yep.
Possibly.
Numbers go with numbers. Yep. Yep. And the variables in this case do what?
Make the number.
Tag along for the ride. That's it. So, you should be able to do this. What's this over here? This is thinking. So I look at this and I say to myself, self, that 3 has to distribute into these brackets. So I have told you I've written it out the long way, yes? 3 times 7. So I say to myself, self, what is 3 times 7? 21. And then I say, self, what is 3 times 9?
27.
27. Then I just go over here, 21, 27. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now you'll notice I changed the thinking steps a little here, right? I shortened it down. So you have to do more of the work yourself. Multiply each term in the brackets by negative 4. Do I have to write it out?
Yeah.
Do I have to write it out?
No.
No. If you know what negative 4 times 5 is, what's the answer? Negative 20 what?
E squared.
E squared, because the variables just tag along here, don't they? Because numbers go with numbers. Then, I do a second arrow and a second one. Now this is going to confuzzle some people. What's the answer here?
It's gonna be positive.
Positive what? 32. What? E. Because the variable just comes along for the ride. Everybody good? Great. Do the last two without any thinking help. So, if you've been drawing arrows, how many arrows do you need? 3. If you've been writing it out in full, you'll need to write 3 multipliers, right? You choose. Hey, no.
After you're done
of
talking.
course after I'm done talking.
Just so no one can
It doesn't matter anymore. You can go all you want, but you only get 2 times a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just reserving it for just in case no one...
Don't care, it's fine with me. Who would like to do the first one?
It doesn't carry
Omar, hit me.
5 times 10 10
Positive 10 what?
D squared.
D squared. Excellent. Who would like to do the next one?
I'm saving mine for Friday or test, but I'm really bored in this
Positive 15D. And who would like to do the last one? No, Omar, you already did one. So did you, James. Karina. Negative 30. Can everybody distribute? Yes? Every single person can distribute, right? Let's say you can't multiply 5 times 6. What are you allowed to do? Use your calculator to do it. So what's this one?
Can I say?
Sure.
42 y squared.
Now, who's going to do the next arrow? What is it, James?
Negative 56 y.
And who's going to do the last one? Xavier. Positive 63. Can everyone multiply? Great. Now you guys are smart kids. What is dividing? The opposite of multiplying. So if you can multiply, can you automatically divide? Yes.
Like a robot.
What would this mean in English? 8 divided by 2. What are you doing to the number 8? 2 what kind of groups?
Negative.
Not negative groups. Not positive groups.
I know.
Tasha, if I have 8 slices of pizza, and I eat 2 and you eat 6, have I divided 8 by 2? Yes, I have. I put it into 2 groups, but is that what this means? What? Yeah, right? This means I take 8 into 2 equal groups, yes? So now, what does this mean in English?
4.
No. What does this operation mean in English? Negative 8x into 2 equal groups. Equal groups mean they're the same. Because if I have 8, I can give you 1 and keep 7 for myself. That's 2 groups, isn't it? But that's not dividing by 2. So, take my 8 rectangles and divide it by 2. And what's your answer?
4.
No. 4x is your answer. Now you guys are smart kids. Did this look... It's not quite right though, is it? Negative 4x.
That's what confused me.
Now, you guys are smart kids. When we multiplied, we just dealt with the numbers and the variables came along for the ride, didn't we? Well, if division is the same thing as multiplying, then do you think that same rule applies? Of course it does. That's why math is actually easy. It doesn't mess with your head. Once it says something is true, it's always true. So, we are going to do this as a picture, yes? What is this saying in English?
What was that?
6s minus 9 into how many groups?
And 3 groups.
3 equal groups. Right?
What's your phone at?
Which means I'm going to have 6s split into how many groups? 3. So I'm going to draw my 6 s's. Right? Cut them into 3 equal groups. What is it? So what is that? 2s. Agreed? And I got 9 little guys. Split that into 3 equal groups. Yeah, I'll fix it.
Oh, she got the calculators back.
Of course she did, because she is trustworthy.
But almost missed it.
How do I divide this into 3 equal groups? It's gone again? Son of a motherless goat. Son of a motherless goat. It's from an old movie. 3 Amigos. If you haven't seen it, you stink. 3 Amigos is awesome. Attempt number 3. There we go. How do I cut this into 3 equal groups?
You slice it down into each.
And what's the answer?
3 negative.
So what's my final answer?
No, it's
2s minus 3. Can everybody cut tiles into groups? Yes, because you've all split a pizza at some point in your life. You know how to divide.
I did it with a cake, not a pizza.
Looks like a kid playing tic-tac-toe by himself.
So now, do these 4 with a picture. You can shortcut it if you need to. Go. No. No. That's why you have a 5-minute break between classes.
I even got to the bathroom and I still wasn't late. Came in.
Girls are a little different. We have to go in there. Sometimes it's really busy. We have to sit. We have
think
to
it's
eat.
busy?
We have
Okay,
to play.
okay.
We have to.
You guys actually sit down on those toilets?
They probably don't even wash their hands.
We do wash our hands.
To 2 urinals. Technically, there's no one uses.
Alright,
I'd honestly wait to go to the washroom.
what am I doing with my 3g squared?
This kid does all the time.
I've done it once and I've like every year. Hold it.
You put them in one.
Layer.
Slice it up. So there's 3 of them.
There's one more now.
There's 1g squared. So what's my answer here? G squared. Then I've got 12 of these guys.
4.
So that's 4 G's. Yep. What about this one?
That one was split into 2, which is 2, negative 2, 4.
Negative 2b squared
And then the other one's 3.
plus 3. What's this guy?
That one put into 1. Over S squared.
Gavin's Donuts.
1 negative 1 S. There we go. 2.
And finally,
2 negative 2 T 3, t, and negative 3.
Excellent. Can everybody do this with tiles? Now, we're never going to use them again. Turn the page over. If we don't have tiles, then all we do is math. Okay? Okay? So this 8x over 4 is the same as 8 over 4 times x over 4. You guys know how to do that? Multiply fractions?
Yeah.
What do I get to do with 8 and 4? How many 4s go into 4?
1.
1. How many 4s go into 8? 2. Right?
How many go into x?
Right?
And
So what's left?
x and 2 times x and 4 times 1.
2x. 8x divided by 4 is 2x. Because the numbers stay with the numbers. Can everybody do it?
Yes.
Good. This will take about 5 seconds to finish then. What is this? Where does that 3 have to go?
To the 3b squared and then
It's got to go to the here.
yeah. And then
And where else? Here. So what do I have? I have negative 9v squared over 3 plus 6 over 3. Numbers stay with numbers. What's negative 9 divided by 3? Negative 3. Variable comes along for the ride. Plus, what's 6 divided by 3? 2. Done.
it's still the exact same thing before.
I know that, James. I'm not the one that says math is difficult. You guys are. You're the ones that say, I don't get it, even though it's exactly the same thing over and over again. That's like saying, I'm going to walk to the door. 1, 2.
How do I walk? I can't.
I can't go any further. I'm never going to go again. It's the next step. It's the same as the last one. That's why your math teachers get frustrated with you guys. Go. Go. Done by Tuesday.
There was this girl that peed on my kitchen floor on my basement street, and she struck again. That was
Okay.
a fun day.
So guys, that 4 has to go where? 12r squared and the 8. R squared is just going to go along for the ride, isn't it? So the only thing I care about is 12 over 4. What is 12 over 4? 3. Then r squared comes back. What's 8 over 4? Plus 2. Can it get any easier? What if you can't do the division in your head? You grab a calculator. What about this one? Where does the 6 go?
To the 18b2 to the 6b and 12.
Do I care about the v squareds or the v's? Nope, they're just along for the ride. So it's 18 over 6, which is what?
I made that mistake.
18 divided by 6. 3v squared. Negative 6 divided by 6.
1.
Negative 1. Do we write 1v?
We write 1.
Negative v. It's a v.
Sorry.
No, my fault. The v didn't look right. And 12 over 6? 2. Right? Great. You guys do this one. I don't care how many lines you fill up. If you can do it all in your head, just tell me the right answer. Go.
You like it? Really?
You ever say no?
Do you like the part of the scooter?
Can everybody do it? It's super easy, isn't it? Divide the numbers by the numbers.
It's like we did with grade 3 or 4.
I know, James. I know that math has been the same from grade 2 to grade 9 for you guys. I'm well aware of that.
Because it will never change.
In grade 10, you will learn new stuff, and then all of you will wonder why it's difficult, because you spent 7 years learning the exact same stuff. Then in grade 10, we've hit you with something new for the first time in 7 years. And then you're all like, I was always good at math before. Yeah, because you had 7 years to practice the same stuff.
Yo.
Now all of a sudden you're doing something new.